right. Let me make sure that we are live everywhere. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see. I think we are good. Can y'all hear me? Let me make sure that you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? Yes. Can you guys hear me? Yep. Hey, what's happening, everybody? Let's do this. All right. There we go. Come on in the room. I said, come on in the room. Jesus is my doctor, and he writes out all of my scriptions. He gives me all of my medicine in the room. What y'all know about that? Hit y'all with a little bit of Jesus on a Thursday. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Brian Revenue. Yes, we back once again for another show. The Relationship Rehab United Guns of America is in the building, and I got a humdinger for y'all. A few people have been hitting me up. Oh man, I'm got my watch and my ring on. A few people that hit me up about this video, man. So I definitely was already gonna do it, but I know that people have been asking me about it and been wanting me to do it. So here I is. So I'm about to go ahead and break this one down. This is definitely going to be a pretty peculiar one. A lot of things going on in this video, but we're going to talk about all of that today. And I'm good. I am definitely coming to y'all. I am, what do they call it? Am I on location? Is that it? I'm in Chicago, niggas. I'm in Chicago. I'm back home. It's been a good trip here. I'm here to see my brother. I got surprised with my uncle. So it's been a really good trip so far, man. Just hanging out back in the city, seeing a couple of partners, man, and it's good. I can't wait for this weekend. We got our class reunion. Shout out to the Julian Jaguars. And it's gonna be pretty dope, man. I think it's gonna be a really good reunion weekend. My shout out to my nephew Reese. Him and a couple of his partners, they've been putting it on for some years, and I ain't been to a reunion in about 20 years. So a lot of my homies been checking that final box that and they've been checking out. So I wanted to make sure I got back, man, just to see some people. And man, rest in peace to Hulk Hogan, man. The Hulkster, man. The Hulkster done checked out. Malcolm Jamal Warner done checked out. Ozzy Osbourne done checked out. Man, y'all, tomorrow is not promised and time waits for no man. But yeah, man. And you know what? It's like, it's so wild, man. Out of everything that Hulk Hogan has done over 40 years, do you know what the one thing is that niggas is posting online? Niggas is talking about this nigga calling niggas. One of the posts I read was like, I really can't say rest in peace because of what you said, Hulk Hogan. Like, god damn, man. Niggas, man. You really can't. This nigga can't. Just think about that. They saying that the nigga can't rest in peace. I can't wish this man to rest in peace because he used the word nigga. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. That is just it's just too much. That is excessive. Like, you really telling me that a white person who used the word nigga, that nigga can't rest in peace. He got to burn in hell forever. Fuck. Fuck the fact that we call each other niggas. Fuck the fact that niggas on damn near 95% of all rap music use the word nigga. Not to forget all that. Usually, Ron Hogan just can't say it. They literally were like, man, I can't rest this nigga in peace. I can't. Not that, hey, man, look, fuck Hulk Hogan. I don't like him. Just say that. You said I can't say rest in peace because this nigga used the word nigga. Man, I don't know, man. I tell you, that's a whole nother level of unforgiveness, nigga, that I just like, man. And I'll probably be in somebody's church talking about my brother, I love you, man. I forgive you, man. But not Hulk Hogan. He got to burn forever. I don't even know him, but he got to burn. Yep, that's all it is. So, hey. But for me, I'm going to say for Hulk Hogan, hey, man, I was a former Hulkamaniac. And all I'm saying is, what you gonna do when the Hulkster runs wild on you? I say rest in peace to you, man. You entertained me and my friends for generations, man. It was wonderful to see you fighting Andre the Giant and Rowdy Ronnie Piper. It was like, I enjoyed that, man. So, hey, Hulk Hogan, we wasn't best friends. We wasn't friends. I never met you and I don't know you. But hey, man, from one black man, if that's all you need to get to heaven, this one black man, this nigga right here, I wish you rest in peace. And I forgive you for saying the word nigga, man. Y'all remember that Tom and Jerry where Tom was going to go to hell unless he got Jerry to sign the I forgive him note? That nigga. And that nigga Tom was begging that nigga, and Jerry was like, man, I ain't got time for this shit. Jerry didn't think it was real. And then Jerry finally signed the note for him. If Jerry can forgive Tom, you niggas can't forgive Hulk Hogan. Man, I don't know what else to tell you, man. We doomed as a people. If Jerry can forgive Tom for the years of torment that he has suffered, I know that it's just, I know us as black people, I got more faith in the whole race of niggerdom. I got enough faith that we can come together and forgive Hulk Hogan. Yes, I'm just saying, because if it's Hulk Hogan burning in hell or going to heaven, resting on us forgiving him, I mean, can we not grant him a little peace, man? If Jerry can do it, if Jerry the Mouse can forgive Tom, the cat, I think that us as black folks can forgive Hulk Hogan. And if you can't, then shame on you, man. That's all I got to say. I forgive you, Hulk. If the heavens can hear me, I plead on the behalf of Hulk Hogan, St. Peter, let him in, please. I know you holding the gate down. St. Peter, I pray that you let Hulk Hogan in just because, hey, I'm forgiving him on behalf of all black people, if that holds any weight up there. All right, man. Look, let's go ahead. Let's get into the show. But he's right. The real good Southern girl said, amen. Thank you. Domino's Pizza, Leviticus. Oh, man. But I want to go ahead and we're going to get started into the show. This was definitely one of the ones for the record books. And it's a lot of, I can tell you this, what I have noticed in just my years of doing this. I can clearly see how these body cam tapes, the cell phone footage that people are taking now, I can clearly see how this has gone from a evidence perspective to where now niggas are just trying to record video of interactions with law enforcement strictly for the premise of a lawsuit. The way that these niggas are like their behavior, and I'll point that out in this video, the behavior, the mannerisms, the playbook that they're running, you can clearly see that they are now starting to do this solely for the purpose of a lawsuit at some point. The time frame in which this incident occurred and the timeliness of it being released and to the point to where it got put out on social media to now where the police department of Jacksonville had to respond to this. It is clearly set up for some type of payday. It's almost like we have this mentality of Ezell from Friday. You know, when Ezell went into the liquor store and he's walking around and he out of the blue when the Arab dude ain't looking and he slips and falls and says, "Oh, my back, my neck, and my back." And he's like, "I'm gonna sue for $100,000, but I settle out of court today." That's what we're doing now, and it's to the point to where it's gonna be. I just think that we need to fix this from a legislation point of view, but we also need to fix things from just the way that police interact with citizens and all that stuff. There is a level of professionalism that you have to have, and then there's a level of professionalism and respect that I believe that citizens need to have. And until we get to some common ground on those in those two areas, then I think we're going to constantly see this problem occur. And it's gonna still be a thing. You can say police are racist and the police, but there's a lot of black police officers in this video, so it ain't all about racism. The greater majority of the time, it's about bad police officers that are just not trained. Not that they racist white cops and they just want to put the foot on niggas' necks. Nope. You do have that every now and again, but most of the time it's police officers that are just poorly trained. And as I always say, police officers are fucking human. Police are people too. And that's the other part of this that we fail to even attempt to try to understand or acknowledge. Police are people too. They got families, they got wives, kids, they uncles, brothers, cousins, just like we are. And if we could at least allow ourselves to humanize each other, I think that's where we'll get to a place where we can find some common ground and can treat each other better and let our fellow police officers do their job. And then as citizens, we need to get our shit together, because a lot of times it's just a simple traffic stop, which should just end in either a warning or a citation and you go on your way. But we love to have court in the streets. And I don't know why we do that, because all it does is causes a lot of problems, a lot of confusion, and in some cases, people lose their lives and get seriously injured on both sides of the fence. They get seriously injured just because you don't want to get a simple traffic ticket. We talking, and that was one of the things I was talking to my brother today. I said, man, it ought to be a rule, and I'm gonna start saying this publicly. It ought to be a rule. If you are an adult and you do not have a valid driver's license and at least $300, your ass shouldn't be able to drive. You got to have both. Like, you should not be willing to leave the house to go out in a vehicle if you don't have a valid driver's license and registration. If you don't have the valid things you need to drive and you ain't got at least $300, your ass don't need to drive. You need to stay in the house or you need to Uber. Because the simple fact is this. Worst case scenario, you get a ticket. I got caught speeding back in what was that, March? It was March. I got caught speeding back in March in Louisiana. I'm driving from Texas to Louisiana, going to go fish. Even though I ain't catch a goddamn thing, but I look the part, y'all. I look like a fucking fisherman. I tell you that. If you can't tell me nothing, I can look like a fisherman. Now I can't catch no goddamn fish, but I can look like a fisherman. But anyway, I'm going to Mississippi. I'm in my truck and I'm flying. I'm doing upwards of 85, right? Get pulled over. And I think I got that. I think I got the footage on tape, but I can show you that. But I get pulled over. Hey, license, yup. Insurance, yup. Lieutenant goes back to the vehicle, to his vehicle. I'm thinking, I can, let him know, hey, LT, I'm sorry. I didn't see you. Please forgive me. I'm from out of town. I ain't from here. I was, in a hurry, and hopefully get a warning. LT came back with not only a ticket, but all the information and shit I needed to pay the motherfucking ticket. I literally was like, he's like, okay, here's your information here. You go here in about, you got to wait about 6 weeks. Then you go on here and then you go pay. And then you pay here. I said, damn, LT, I don't even get a warning. LT was like, nope. I said, wow. I just left it like that. I said, damn, LT, no warning. He's like, nope. So you go on here. I said, well, he said, well, the only thing I can tell you, if you haven't had a ticket, you can go to this little program on the back, and then it won't count against your insurance or whatever. I was like, well, goddamn. I took my ticket and I drove my punk ass on down the road. I'll be gone on down the road like Bobby Womack. I was gone. There's no point in arguing. There's no point in me saying, call your supervisor. That, hey, man, I was speeding. I broke the law. It was some other cars that was going fast too. He caught my black ass. And because he caught my black ass, I had to take my L. I took my L, $250 to Luke County, whatever that county is, Monroe County, I believe, or something like that. I paid, and it's done. There was no back and forth. I ain't filing no complaint or none of that. There was no reason for me to escalate and say, you just doing this to me because I'm black. You just doing this to me because of the car I'm driving. I'm driving while black and you done pull me over. Now, does that happen? Occasionally, but it don't happen always. And it's like, we can't start just over exaggerating every single, he said they call them parishes. No, kind of, you're right, they do call them parishes. We can't have the mindset of where we want to escalate everything to about race, or I ain't did nothing and you just doing this to me because I'm filling in the blank. It's just sometimes it's your turn. Take your L, get your paperwork, and be gone on down the road. That's all you got to do. But when you escalate things get out of hand. And the main reason why it upsets me to see that is because there have been too many times where people have lost their lives simply because they didn't want to either take a traffic ticket or go to jail. Not prison, but jail. And it seems like to me, niggas don't know the difference between prison or jail. Prison means your ass is going to be locked up for some years. Jail, max, is, what is it, 364 days or some shit like that? That's the worst you're going to get. And I ain't never seen nobody who just get a simple traffic infraction. They ain't got nothing else wrong with their record. No other infractions, no other criminal history or nothing like that. And they get a year for a traffic infraction. The shit just don't happen. Unless you kill somebody. So it's like, go ahead and take your L and move on. That's just it. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead. We're going to get this started and we're going to do some review of, there we go. And let's see. I know y'all want to see me too, don't y'all? Y'all want to see me as well when we doing this. I know y'all want to see my face. Let me go ahead and put that up. Take that off. There we go. Y'all see me now. There it is. All right, here we go. So this is, hey, in my opinion, traffic stop. We're about to see what's happening, and we'll go from there. And what's this guy's name? His name?
Florida 24 Bravo Echo Charlie Whiskey on a silver Kia. I don't know like this.
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things.
Stop right there. And these niggas have made this a big issue to contest. So right now, William has done nothing wrong. He opened up his door. Officer says, hey, why'd you open up the door? What up, Chris? He said, hey, why'd you open up the door? He said, well, my window don't let down. Oh, okay, cool, no problem. Why did you pull me over? Which is, and let me tell y'all, this is a very legit question to make. And this should be told to you within the first 45 seconds of an interaction. Hello, I'm Officer Redmond. Do you have your license and registration? Yes. The reason why I stopped you, the reason why I pulled you over today is fill in the blank. That should all happen, and that's just standard. That should all happen within the first 45 seconds. The only instance where this does not happen in that time frame is if you're doing something called a felony stop. So that means that this person has a felony history. This person is known to resist police, and you need to get this person out the car in cuffs. If you're doing a felony arrest stop or something like that, that's the only instance where that don't happen that quickly, but you still should be telling that person what's happening. So I pull over fucking Hannibal Lecter, somebody we've been looking for. I pull over Hannibal Lecter, and I'm gonna get him out of the vehicle. Hannibal got a arrest warrant, all of that good stuff. Felony stop. He has a felony history and all that shit. Yes, we gonna get him in cuffs first, then we can chit chat. Because other than that, if I dilly dally and fuck around, I might find out that he's hungry and he might bite my nose off or something. I ain't got time for that. So that's pretty much what it is.
You're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights, and it's not weather. It's not raining.
Oh, it's just inclement.
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No,
and there he goes. And that's when it starts. No, I'm not going to do that. No. He's telling you I pulled you over because of the inclement weather, and the inclement weather means you should have on your daytime running lamps. Now, I don't know of a car made past 1995 probably that don't have this feature. Regardless of the point, that is why I pulled you over. For safety purposes, warning purposes, an officer has the right to do that. Newsflash. I don't know why niggas think that you can't pull somebody over as a police officer. As a police officer, I can pull over anybody. If I hit them lights, I can pull you over. Now, I do need to explain to you why I am pulling you over. And I should have just cause as to why I'm doing it. You can get pulled over just for somebody to say, hey, man, police officer can pull you up and say, hey, I noticed that your front left blinker is not blinking properly. I ain't gonna write you no ticket. I just wanted to let you know that. Safety precaution, you need to get that fixed. Boom. We're done. Police officer can do that. And the fact that he had the right to pull him over, all he should have said was, okay, sir, you pulled me over for my daytime running lamps. Now, give me the shit I need to have, and then we can get on with our lives. Because unless you got a warrant, or your registration or your license or something like that is not correct, I ain't got no problem with you. But here's the thing, and I'm going to give you a little secret. From a police officer's perspective, 9 times out of 10, a motherfucker that don't cooperate with basic, simple requests like ID, license, registration, is usually somebody who has a fucked up license or fucked up registration, or they have a warrant. Now, you got them fucking more motherfuckers who talking about I'm sovereign and I'm just traveling, I'm not driving. You got them motherfuckers, but that's less than 1%. But just from a police officer's intuition, we know the minute a motherfucker start resisting giving you information, I ain't gonna tell you my name. That's when you know I got me one. Something's wrong with this motherfucker because he's not complying. I can't tell you. I would say if I've gotten pulled over, let's say 20 times 10 times in my life. If I've got pulled over 10 times in my life, I have gotten a ticket maybe 30% of the time. Maybe 30% of the time. And I can tell you out of all of the times I've gotten pulled over, it's only been 2 times where I got pulled over for some bullshit, but it was still legal. So I'm just giving you that example of just saying, hey man, anytime you getting pulled over, don't sweat the pulling over part. go ahead and give the person what it is they're asking for and move on with your life. Because when you don't, you are putting a lot of things in jeopardy. And usually the person who comes out losing on the end is the person who's getting pulled over. I have yet to see a motherfucker who got a suspended license or a person who got a warrant. I have yet to see them get out of it and not go to jail just by running their mouth and asking for a supervisor.
Call your supervisor. Why?
Excuse me?
Call your supervisor. Why did you pull me over?
35. I'm fucking with the dog driver.
Now you see he's asking the same question. Why did you pull me over? Call your supervisor. Here's the problem with people thinking that just because you call a supervisor, I don't know why you niggas think that you should tell somebody to call a supervisor every single time. Here's when you call for a supervisor. You call for a supervisor when the law is not being followed. That's when you call the supervisor. When the law is not being followed or your rights are being violated, that is when you ask for a supervisor. Basically, you're saying that what this officer is doing is illegal. This is not an illegal stop. So when an officer does something that is illegal, then yes, call for a supervisor. I would like to have a supervisor come on site. That's when you do that. Other than that, basic saying, hey, here's why I pulled you over because you did this. Can I have your license and registration? Call your supervisor. For what? So he can ask you for the same goddamn thing? No. But the problem with that is this. If you want to be a legal beagle out on the streets, know the fucking law first. How about that part? Know the law and know what you're asking for and why you're asking for it, because 9 times out of 10, all you niggas want to do when y'all do this is just want to have court in the street. And a police officer, a sergeant, or a supervisor is not a judge. He's not a judge. So it's like you sitting here wanting to have court in the street now because you got some fucked up shit going on with your either driving record, your vehicle, or you got some type of warrant or some shit. So now you want to have court in the street. That's not how this goes. That's not how it works. Anytime that you're pulled over by a police officer, you are being given a lawful order by the police officer. You must comply. And if you don't, you will be under arrest. You telling me I don't know who you are and you've already committed an infraction? I can take your ass to jail until we find out who you are. And the reason why an officer is more inclined to do that is because I don't want to pull over and let go the Summer of Sam fucking murderer. I don't want to pull over and let go fucking Hannibal Lecter. Do y'all know how Ted Bundy got caught? Traffic violations. Serial killer Ted Bundy got caught by traffic violations. A ticket. That's why you don't let somebody go on a traffic stop, especially if they're not cooperating. You don't let them go unless you know who you done pulled over and you can actually either give them a ticket, give them a warning, or something. All of that must always be documented. So you thinking because you ain't gonna give your officer your name and you gonna ask for a supervisor and say, well, I feel like I didn't run the stop sign. Well, he said you did. Well, I didn't. Well, he did. Well, I didn't. You are not gonna go home. I mean, you're not gonna go scot-free without no warning, without no ticket, without nothing being documented. And if you don't tell us who you are, we're gonna take you to jail. And any officer that doesn't, that officer should be reprimanded. And if that officer does it more than once, that officer needs to be fired.
I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of the vehicle.
No,
Step out of the vehicle.
Now, he told him once, and you heard him tell him, but he's so busy being an asshole that he didn't either understand, didn't listen, or he's so busy trying to run this script that he's now being told to get out the car. Why? Because you are not being compliant. And here's the other part to that, because people say, you ain't got to tell the police that. Bullshit, you do. You have someone that is not being compliant. You want to get them out of the car because this person, 9 times out of 10, got something else going on that's wrong. How many times have you seen a police officer pull over somebody for speeding or a traffic violation, whatever the case may be, and then they got a dead body in the car, in the trunk? Shit happens. And that's how police officers have to think. If this dude is not going to be forthcoming with basic information, who you are, your license and registration, proof of insurance, if you're not willing to give me that, you are hiding something. And I need to find out as the law enforcement officer in this particular investigation, this stop. And if you're going to resist that, fine, let's go. Let's put these bracelets on. We can take it downtown, partner. I'm going to run you through, put you through these fingerprints, find out who you really are, and we'll take it from there. So it's like there's no way to get around it. But when you do that, you aren't doing anything but escalating. And I'm telling you like this, to any police officer, don't lose your vigilance. Because it's just as simple as this dude who only had a knife on the floor of his vehicle, somebody could have a fucking AK or a fucking Uzi and be ready to shoot you and end your life because they don't want to go back to jail. Just like that deputy that got killed by doing a simple speeding traffic stop. He literally just walked up to the car to ask for his license and registration. Dude turned around with a fucking short barrel AR-15, killed him right there and drove off. Because he's being the nice guy. Just simply doing his job. And you need to treat everybody like that. I treat everybody like they are the worst criminal. Fuck a criminal. I'm treating everybody like you a fucking villain. Like this is all you want to do. You like Johnny Ringo. You got a hole that can't nothing ever fill it. So you just want to cause pain. Well, why does a man think like, why is a man that angry? He's angry for what? Being born. That's how I'm treating you. Like you are just a fucking villain. And until you prove otherwise, I'm going to treat you as such. And that's my advice to all police officers. You treat everybody like they are the worst villain in the world. Male and female alike. That's how you go home every night.
25 seconds. For the 9-4, the driver just slammed the door and locked it.
Call your supervisor.
Call your supervisor.
Commonwealth. 25 seconds. If anybody responding, come in from Commonwealth, block the vehicle, please.
So now he's escalated this. Call your supervisor. Now you gonna talk to the police officer through your broke window, and now you hoping that he hear what you saying? Okay. All right. Now here's the other safety aspect to this. What if this dude does have a gun? What if he's getting his firearm and wants to blast the shit out of me? What if? And that's what police officers are dealt with. I don't know you. I don't know where you from. I don't know who you are. I don't know you. And I really don't care. The point of the matter is, all you need to do is just comply to what I'm asking you to do. Because all this is a traffic stop. I'm not about to take you to jail for 30 years. I'm not about to steal you away and send you off to slavery somewhere. It's like, what are you doing? You're doing nothing but making this worse, being an idiot just because you think you can get paid from this shit.
Keep your hands where I can see them, sir.
See?
My camera's on too.
Now he done set up the camera in his car.
I've already told you. Okay.
See?
Okay.
There you go lying already. You so busy trying to be on this bullshit lawsuit shit, you didn't even hear the answers to your questions. You asked, what did you pull me over for? He immediately told you. You ain't hear that shit though. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Call your supervisor. No, you didn't. Call your supervisor. What'd you pull me over for? I already told you. No, you didn't. Because you're so hell-bent on what? Trying to create the narrative of you being harassed, unlawfully stopped, unjustly persecuted, you being, it's stupid.
Right now, you're under arrest for resisting. You understand? You're under arrest for resisting. The longer you take us on, the worse it's going to be.
Now, here's my thing, because I saw somebody else talking about this. I think it was the twins. I want to say it was the Hodge twins. They were trying to say that this was a bogus stop, which it wasn't, but they were trying to say that he's not under arrest, that he's just being detained because he has a broken law. No, here's the thing. He has not complied with a lawful command, and now because I don't know who you are, and you are refusing to identify yourself by giving me the credentials that I'm asking for, you are impeding this traffic stop. And now, because I don't know who you are, I am going to place you under arrest. Last time I checked, and please, if there's some fellow LEOs in the audience, please let me know if I'm wrong. But to my knowledge, you refusing to identify yourself after you have committed an infraction to where I'm saying now you did this and I'm going to cite you for it, give you a warning for it, whatever the case may be. I must have your information to do that. And if you are refusing to do that, I now have the power to place you under arrest to find out who you are so that I can properly cite you. Last I checked, that's how the shit goes.
Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. Okay.
Well, now we get backup showing up.
Sir, this is the last warning to open the vehicle and exit before we're going to break the window. Open the door and exit, or we are going to break the window.
There go my man Dion Prime right there. CPD obstruction all day. Your ass under arrest, bro. Like, you playing these dope fiend games with me, you under arrest. That's it. And it's like, this is the same thing. George Floyd did the same shit, bro. You fucking around with a fucking 20 or whatever, trying to pass the 20 and all that shit. Once your ass gets, you going to jail, man. You under arrest. All that, I'm not that type of guy. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not that type of guy. It's like you ain't doing nothing but elevating the situation. And just like when that motherfucker got them cuffs on his ass, I said, just in all fairness, once he got them cuffs on that man, he should have got the fuck up off his back. Period. Once the cuffs are on, hands off. It's just that simple. And this police officer here, he's gonna make a mistake in this video that he shouldn't have hit this man, but I understood why he hit him. Because he's frustrated over this stupid shit that he's doing. That comes with the job, I get it. I believe he absolutely should be reprimanded, whatever the case may be, but we'll get to that point.
Open the door and exit, or we are going to break the window.
They tell him what's happening?
Well, we're conducting a traffic stop right now. You need it.
No, he's under arrest.
Hey,
there you go.
Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting.
You've been told.
Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting.
Now look at all of this shit they're now having to do because he's being an asshole. Look at all the shit we got to do now. Now I got to box this motherfucker in. Got to put my car in. Why? Why you got to box him in? Because this motherfucker might decide he want to drive the fuck off, and now we got to go through a high-speed chase, running through the goddamn city. Somebody else might get hurt, may get killed, whatever the case may be. Over a fucking simple traffic stop. And I can tell you this. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I would bet that police officer has never, and I'm going to say never, you hear how absolute that is? He's never written a ticket for someone not having on their daylight savings. Their daytime running lamps. I guarantee you this man has never done this. Has he pulled over some people for it? Yes. But this dude saying that, shout out to my man Sam Thomas, but this dude saying that you are going to get a ticket for not having daytime running lamps, I bet he's never written that ticket. And I'm just saying, it's like, it's the tactic of saying, hey, you have laws that are in place, and some people can argue to stop. Man, that's a bullshit ass stop. That's a weak ass stop. Yes, but it's still an infraction of the law. It's just like how in some states, in some cities, some counties, it's illegal. Hear me. It's illegal to spit on the ground. Illegal. For me to hock to a girl, putting it on the ground, that's illegal. You can get a ticket for it. Uh-huh. Yeah. You can get a ticket for it. However, is it enforced? No. But an officer damn sure can stop you for it, cite you for it, or give you a warning for it. Absolutely. How often is that done? I'm quite sure it's very rare. But it's still an offense. You still broken the law. If you think that's a punk ass law, which a lot of niggas are saying right now, that's still some bullshit, man. Fine. Go to your local government and get the law wiped from the books. So, you think that daytime running lamps should be a thing where I ain't got to have that? Then go to your local legislation, go to your local politician, and get the law taken off the books. It's that simple. Then you don't have to hold court in the street. This nigga said, can they, wait, hold on. He said, can they make you lick it off the ground? Is there any type of law that says you have to lick your spit off the ground? No. And if a police officer does, that's when you say, get your supervisor out here. And as long as you got him in a situation where you can document that, I would love to see someone with some police footage of a police officer telling you to lick up your spit off the ground. You got some footage of that? Then hey, baby, you're a rich man. How does it feel? I get it.
Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting.
Here you go.
Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting.
Right? We know now what's happening.
Can you unlock the door and step out? I will. Can you step out? You're being done. If there's a traffic stop being conducted, you're required to comply.
So here's the thing. He's asked several times, what you stopped me for? What you put me over for? Now he has been told several times, hey man, you have broken the law. You are now under arrest for obstruction. Get your punk ass out the car. Get your black ass out the car because you are now being placed under arrest for obstruction. Why not just get out the car then? You now know, since you wanted to know so bad, you now know, get your black ass out. Get your black ass out. Hey man, take your ticket, take whatever. You now under arrest. You didn't want to take the ticket? Fine. You didn't want to give him your license registration? Okay, cool. Get your black ass out. No, I ain't got to get out. You don't even know the whole story. I'm not here to hold court and hear your whole story, homie. Well, when I was 5, I got yelled at a lot, and that's why I don't like talking to the police, because they give me PTSD. Don't nobody give a fuck about that. If your grown ass got PTSD, if you get scared by the police, if you get anxiety and all, stay your black ass in the house. Or have your license, registration, and your warrant or whatever, have your warrantless ass outside. If you can't do that, stay your punk ass in the house and Uber when you got to go somewhere. You in an Uber, you ain't got to worry about the police pulling you over. And if they do pull you over, the police ain't going to say shit to you. You ain't got to worry about having no license. You ain't got to worry about having no registration. And you ain't got to tell no police officer your name. Uber the way you want to go if you're scared of the police. If the police give you anxiety, if the police give you PTSD, then hop your punk ass in an Uber, hop your punk ass in a Lyft, or call a cab. I don't give a shit. But if you don't do one of those three, your ass needs to be able to produce driver's license, insurance, registration, and your fucking name so we can run it and see if your ass got any warrants. Plain and simple. Shit is not hard, man. It is not hard at all. You know, even when people talk about how racist and how these racist ass police do this shit, you know, back in the day, in the days of old, where there was segregation, you know what niggas did? Niggas stayed to themselves. They stayed in their own neighborhoods. They stayed in their own cities. They stayed with their own doctors. They stayed in their own grocery stores. They stayed with each other. It wasn't until this integration shit happened to where niggas started getting fucked around and fucked up because what? You in another motherfucking shit and you don't want to listen to them just like you don't want to deal with them just like they don't want to deal with you. But when you have your own shit, you ain't got to worry about that. You ain't got to worry about it. To you, I don't want to drink out of a white only fountain. I don't have a desire to. I don't. I'd rather drink out of a black only fountain. That's the one I want to drink from. Plain and simple. I don't want to deal with that shit. That's all. And I don't want to make nobody let me drink from no white only fountain. Nope. As long as I got my shit and my shit is equal, I'm good. I don't need nobody else to give me nothing of theirs. And I don't need to be with nobody. Nope. Just let me have the same opportunity to have my shit and I'm good.
Yes.
He's walking up. He put the window down.
Correct.
Trying to talk to him.
Okay. So what did he ask for when he I guess,
when he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door, my window door, right? And then I said, so what I did wrong?
Yeah.
He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, there's multiple people headlights off.
Okay, that's so.
And then
there's multiple people headlights off. Okay, I caught you. It's like if I get pulled over for speeding, I'm not gonna say, well, it was other people doing 79 too, officer. He caught me. If I wasn't going over the speed limit, he wouldn't have caught me. And all the other people who was going over the speed limit, he would have caught one of them instead. If I'd had my daytime running lamps on, he wouldn't have stopped me. He would have stopped one of the other people who didn't have theirs on. I can't pull over 8 motherfuckers. I can't do it. I've seen the police officer pull over 2 cars once, but that is not the norm. And you a badass motherfucker if you can pull over 2 motherfuckers at the same time. Just saying.
And there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Here's the thing. He said there's no rain. Look at this nigga's window. I'll wait. Look at his window. Look at his door jamb. He said, there's no rain. Nigga, car wet than a motherfucker. What the fuck is that? Is that morning dew? Motherfucker. Car wet than a motherfucker. He talking about there's no rain. Makes no sense, dude. You doing too much. You're arguing that there's no rain? Bro, that is, you don't know what you're talking about. Officer says it's inclement weather. He has rain on his window and his door jamb. What are we talking about? There's no rain? What the fuck you saying? It got to be raining right now. So if it's raining and I see you don't have your lights on and I pull you over, and by the time I get to your car, it stopped raining, I got to let you go up. Hey, oh, sorry. I initially pulled you over because you didn't have on your daytime running lamps because of the inclement weather. However, it just stopped raining, so carry on. Then as soon as you pull off, it started raining again. Do I pull your ass back over? Oh, it just started raining again, so now I'm going to need to see that license. Man, if you don't get your dumb ass out of here, what are you arguing about talking about it's not raining? Makes no sense, dude.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law
Yeah,
up?
when you step out of the car.
Here's the thing. Can you pull that law up? No, nigga. Can you pull that law up? You should know the law. It is not the police officer's job to recite the law to your ass. What is the old saying that the judges say? Ignorance of the law is no excuse. There's no excuse for ignorance of the law, which means ignorance meaning you don't know. So just because you don't know the law, don't mean that you're exempt from the motherfucker. And it don't mean I gotta teach the shit to you. I'm not here to have fucking law class with you, boy. I'm here to give you a fucking ticket or warning so I can move the fuck on. I got a half dozen of donuts calling my name right now. My mouth is salivating for this jelly-filled donut on my passenger seat, but I'm dealing with your ass right now. When I should have been done with you 15 minutes ago, I'm now still sitting here with your ass, arguing over nothing. It's like, come the fuck on, man. Why are you making this so difficult? And then when the shit go left and you wind up in cuffs, you motherfuckers is crying. You tell me how traumatized you are. This is the worst thing ever. I can't sleep, Lord. I can't eat. I can't be around people. I got to get an emotional support animal. I got 4 dogs now because I got pulled over. Well, goddamn, just have your license and registration, sir.
All right, well,
Hey,
Can you call your supervisor?
Can you call your supervisor?
Can you call your supervisor?
all right, go for it.
There you go. Now, here's where the shit gets real good. When I said earlier that this was all a scheme, scam, this was all a play, it's a move. Look at how calm he got when they started to break the window. And you know why he got calm like that? 2 reasons. Number 1, he wanted this to happen. Number 2, he got his fucking camera rolling. That's why he put his hand down and he's going to let them do your worst is what he's thinking in his mind. Do your worst, sir. Fuck me up. Get me out. Drag me out. I want to make this look as bad as I possibly can. Why? Because I'm going to sue. Gonna sue. Gonna sue. Yes, I'm gonna sue. Yes, I'm gonna sue. That's all he's thinking. I know y'all niggas ain't gonna know that song. Shout out to Tommy. Man, boy. Shout out to my boy Tommy, man. Look, the other day, when that was yesterday, I think. Yeah, it was yesterday. I was watching the show he did, and he did that hibachi on Broadway. I was laughing out loud in the airport. People was looking at me like I was crazy. That hibachi on Broadway, man, that motherfucker is the fucking GOAT at that shit, dude. That shit was hilarious. But this right here, he's waiting on it. He's waiting on it. And here we go.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle.
Boom. Back and to the left. Back and to the left. And that's where he fucked up.
Exit the vehicle.
That's where the officer fucked up. And here's my point to this. Should that officer be fired? Hell no. But should that officer be suspended? Hell yes. Now, if you want to give him a week without pay, 4 days without pay, 3 days without pay, whatever the case may be, yes, he needs to be reprimanded. He should not lose his job, but he should definitely be reprimanded for what the fuck he did. Definitely. That's all I'm saying. My man, the nworld.com, he said, my mama said the Guru and the War is better than the Breakfast Club. You goddamn right it is. But yes, officer, white boy right here who broke that window, which was fine. And here's my thing. If I'm the supervisor, I'm going to let the guy who initiated the traffic stop, I'm going to let him bust that window so he can get some of his frustration out. However, him hitting this dude, he shouldn't have never did that. He shouldn't have never did it. And the reason why is because this dude has not escalated in force in no shape, form, or fashion. He's simply just not being compliant. That's what's up, Chris. I appreciate that. But he should have never hit him. Never. There was no reason to hit him. And his ass needs to be reprimanded for that. Fuck all the bullshit. Right is right. Fair is fair.
Show me your hands.
Here.
He asked for it now. And this is where I know he's full of shit. This is why I understand what the officer did was wrong, but I understand. I definitely understand. Because now, after I done chin checked your motherfucking ass and I asked for your hands, here. By that logic, had he stole on his ass instead of license and registration, the motherfucker would have been like, here. As soon as he walked up to him, bam, license registration, motherfucker. Here. Bam, insurance. Here. Now he's compliant. Why? Because he know he got the cameras rolling and he see that this officer then went fuck ham and has now lost control. And that's where the police officers, you have to make sure that you remain a professional, but you have to understand that police officers are human and they people too. I'd have been madder than a motherfucker fucking with an old boy here. But I wouldn't have fired him. Now, if he'd gave me a reason to fire on him, I'd have rocked his motherfucking cradle, nigga. I'd have rocked that cradle. But there was no reason for him to do that. So, yeah, you fucked up on that one, Officer Friendly. Your ass need to get reprimanded for this shit.
What is your reason, sir?
Now, here's where the stupid shit goes. What is your reason, sir? What is your reason, sir? Because your stupid ass won't get out the car, bro. We've been telling your ass for the past 5 minutes to get out the car and you won't. What is your reason, sir? He's only doing that so that when he goes to court, they can say, see, even here, he's still asking why he's being pulled over. Why is this happening? And the police officers are not answering him. Bullshit. We've seen the tape and we've seen what's happened. He's insistent on being non-compliant. Time and time again. Show me your hands. Here you go. Get out the car. Call your supervisor. Call your supervisor. What are you stopping me for, sir? These women-raised men are the worst, bro. They just are. And I'll tell you, I don't know if his daddy in the picture or not, or if he got a daddy and all that shit, he might. I guarantee you he don't live with his daddy. Because this is stupid shit right here. I guarantee you, if his parents are together, if his parents are in the picture, I guarantee you them motherfuckers ain't together. Because I'd kick my son ass if he did this shit. And I would do that because my daddy would kick my ass if I did some stupid shit like this and got his window busted. My daddy would have fucked me up.
What is your reason?
What is your reason? His ass again. Now, because you're not putting your hand behind your back, you resisting, fired on your ass. There it is.
Put your hands behind your back. Resist. Hands behind your back.
Right?
What's wrong with you?
What do you mean? I was putting my hands behind my back. I was on.
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking.
Now, y'all notice, those are black officers. So this ain't no, he's just doing that because he's a black man thing. Nope. He's doing that because you are just not being compliant, dude. And you should be. You're doing stupid shit. Like they said, you're being stupid. He called this shit masculinity. You crazy UFO. You're being stupid. And now, by this time, he didn't get slammed to the ground because he's being placed under arrest. And now he got his motherfucking tooth chip. So he's officially now, this officer is a tooth chipper. That's just what it is.
What's going on, man? You're under arrest. That's what's going on. No. Yes, bro. Yes. That's a lawful reason.
He was like, no, bro, no. That motherfucker officer was like, yes. He was like, no, bro, no. I was like, yes. And I'm gonna tell you like this: it's like you going through all of this there is nothing. I mean, nothing worth doing this and going through this, because at the end of the day, bro, you're now gonna file some lawsuit and try to get a settlement, whatever the case may be. And this is where I wish legislation would change, unless there's been some clear and just undeniable physical abuse to where a motherfucker is like hurt. Yes. Other than that, that shit should get chalked up. Charge it to the game, nigga. Nope. Case dismissed. If he had to go to the doctor, he got $800 in medical bills, we'll pay for that. That's it. That's it. You ain't getting shit else. You ain't getting shit else. Because the shit is getting out of hand. This nigga said, did I ever Rodney King or try Rodney King anybody? Oh, shit, man. We Rodney King people all the time, baby. That was our thing, man. On a good old Friday night, man, me and my fellow officers, man, we go riding around looking for some niggas, man, on a Honda. Oh, yeah, you getting pulled over and you getting your ass beat, baby. That's what we did. You know what you dig? That's how we did things, man. I ever Rodney King somebody. No, man, I would never Rodney King a motherfucker, man. What kind of question is that? Motherfuckers is crazy, man. But it's like, when you just think about it, it's like you're going through all of this literally for a payday. And I just think, and I would hope that men, especially black men, and black women alike, would think that you're worth more than trying to get this kind of a come up. Because after all it is, let's say you get 10,000. Let's say you get 50,000 or 100,000. It ain't like you're going to get no 6.2 million out this motherfucker. So it's like, why would you go through all of this? Then you got to go through court. Then you got to go through the arbitration, the mediation, all this shit for how many months? Couple of years. Then you get a check. Lawyer going to get his piece. You got to pay your Ben Crump fee. Then it's like, bro, for what? For a few $1,000s? Like, come on, bro. For this? No way.
You look on the phone like that, bro? Yeah, I'm gonna take it off of you, bro. Yeah. And I'm just trying to have a regular conversation with y'all, bro. That's how it works. When they ask you to step out of the vehicle, you should have done that. So your partner didn't even act.
And that car, the way that it looks now, that front end of that car, that shit was already like that. That's not from the police doing that. So you see all that shit? It's a two-tone and looks like the little trunk is fucked up a little bit, which I'm telling you is probably why the daytime running lamps ain't working in this motherfucker. But you're still driving the shit. Take your ticket, bro, if that's the case. You ain't got no other means of transportation. It is what it is. My man Chris says Florida police are assholes too. Whatever race, they're an asshole because they know the governor doesn't care. Here's the thing. There are assholes everywhere. It's assholes in the police department. It's assholes in the fire department. It's assholes at the McDonald's drive-thru. It's assholes at the Wendy's drive-thru. It's assholes everywhere. It's assholes at your job. It's assholes at the airport. The point is, it's like, this ain't a governor thing. This is just a simple compliance matter. Say, hey, bro, if you gonna get pulled over for some shit that you think you shouldn't get pulled over for, file a complaint and get a lawsuit and go down to the court and do that. But you know why you won't do that? Because it ain't no money saying I shouldn't have got pulled over for not having daytime running lamps. It's money when I can get the police to slam you on the ground, put me under arrest, and fire on me, or steal off on me, and chip my tooth. I get some money for that. So that's why these niggas choose that path. If you got a problem with the law, go handle it at the place where they change laws. Don't try to change your law. Don't try to change a law in the streets because it never works.
Yeah, done that shit. So your partner didn't even act.
Marijuana in his right pocket.
Yes, it is. So why close the door if you see him pull up? Because, man, what you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff.
What you mean?
Oh, no resisting, idiot.
I didn't do nothing wrong.
I didn't do nothing wrong.
Can you back me up to the podcast?
I didn't do nothing wrong. I didn't do nothing wrong. He sound like my fucking 5-year-old. My son, you know what his new thing is? You say such and such, BJ, did you do? I didn't do nothing. That's BJ shit. Shout out to my son. That's his shit now. I didn't do nothing. People like, hey, BJ, did you just hit your sister? Like, yeah, don't you hit your sister no more. I didn't do nothing. Motherfucker, I just looked at you do it. I didn't do nothing. It's like, that's the kind of shit that a 5-year-old is saying. And these grown-ass men and women are doing this shit. After you resisted arrest, after you wouldn't provide your name, after you didn't provide registration, after you didn't provide no information that this officer did ask you for, and then said you're now under arrest, the first thing out of nigga's mouth is my 5-year-old's response. I didn't do nothing. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I didn't do nothing? That's the best you got, bro. I didn't do nothing. I love my son. Oh, man. And my daughter, she told me to tell all y'all, hey-o. She says that every time. She said, you about to do a show, Daddy? I'm like, yes. She's like, tell all your listeners I said, hey-o. So, there you go. And my thing is this. I'm going to say it because I know some of y'all is thinking it. Who in their right mind would take the chance of getting in a physical altercation with the police, and then you're now jeopardizing the scuffing and the tearing up of your yellow and black 12s? I'm just saying, you gonna risk scuffing up your Jordan 12s? I can't do it. I can't do it, not my 12s, baby. My 11s, my 12s, and my 13s, hey, man, I can't risk that. You got on the black and yellow 12s, man, and you want to get thrown on the ground? I'd bet, hold on, officer, let me kick my shoes off first. Y'all got to rest me in my socks, baby. I can't fuck up my 12s, man. Trying to get this lawsuit. I know you can buy more 12s when you get your 40,000, but goddamn, man, them 12s, baby, you can't do that. And these niggas with these pants down, with their ass out, enough said.
Start rescue. 1067. Talk to me, 30-year-old lacerations. I did. There you go. No.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
He says black officers will beat your ass too. It can be worse than white cops.
You good?
At times.
Yeah, you or him? Okay.
Yeah. There we go. All right. Let me go ahead and address this. He says, you do that, Jack Johnson, you do that to everyone. You won't be safe on planet Earth, moron. You're a fucking shame. I live in Canada. He said, I live in Canada. All right, that right there calls for pause. He says, I live in Canada. And my police friend, who served 32 years, told me details about how crooked the police are. First of all, Jack Johnson, These is America problems, motherfucker. How dare you come and try to comment what the fuck America got going on? You don't see me coming over to your show or your channel talking about what we do in the U.S. and that you a fucking moron. So look here, Jack Johnson. Don't bring your ass over here on my channel telling me I'm a moron because, hey, you from Canada. You don't know nothing about these American problems over here, homie. You stick to that Canada, that Canada, and everybody up there says, you motherfuckers can't even handle y'all own shit over there. You try to tell me about me and what's going on down here. You don't know nothing about our police, Jack Johnson. See, I wasn't born with no silver spoon in my mouth like you was, Jack Johnson. This is the American way. See, down here, we pride ourselves on our police and our crookedness of our police, Jack Johnson. So you take your Canada living, Canada dry drinking, old Canada having, Canada Maple Leaves, Toronto Raptors, basketball shooting ass. Take all your shit and you worry about what's going on up there, motherfucker. Don't you come telling us Americans about our American problems and our American police, no matter how crooked they is. Jack Johnson. Please, Jack, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you next time. Yeah, my man Wilson, I think they have set max payout down here now. Hey, you know what? That should be something too. Like the most you get is like, if they made it to it, the most you can get is like 5,000, unless there's some grave bodily harm or something done. I would like for that to happen because these lawyers, they wouldn't be doing shit for no 5 bands. They'd be like, man, what is it? 33.3% of 5,000. They're like, man, I ain't about to be dealing with you in this shit, this nigga shit. Next time, listen to what the police tell you. I don't see a case here, sir. Have a good day. That's what they would be doing. That's exactly why they need to do that shit. $5,000, nigga. Chip tooth, 5 bands. That's all your ass is getting. He says, why get on the internet and admit it? What do you say? You want to try to bully people. I am a bully, Jack Johnson. That's what the fuck we do here in America, cuz. We bullies, nigga. Fuck you talking about. That's why you stay your old soft ass up there in Canada, man. You stay up there with the fucking Niagara Falls and shit. You let us real bullies run this shit down here in America. That's why we be bullying y'all punk ass. You know what I mean? Fuck you talking about. Yeah. Please subscribe, Jack, to the channel. You can donate to the show. PayPal is in the description. He said, I was doing that national security beating. I don't get that one. He says, not in Florida. He might get $100K down here and medical expenses. Damn. See, that shit's crazy. He said, I bet Brian would chill. What you say, Chaos? I bet Brian was a chill cop. You cooperate, you'll probably get a warrant. Yeah, hey, man, look. The only motherfuckers we was really looking for was people who had warrants, because your ass is going to go to jail. If we hunting, we going to get your ass, you got a warrant. Other than that, unless you was a motherfucker that we knew, be like, if you knew, oh, that's one of the meth dealers. Oh, yeah, that motherfucker always got some meth on him. Shit like that, then yeah, we getting your ass. We can hit you with the motherfucking exhaust from the tailpipe, nigga. That's why we pulled you over. And, man, we smell some motherfucking shit. We smell some liquor. We smell some weed. Yeah, we gonna motherfucking get your ass out. Bring that K9 over, search, find some meth. Bam, there you go. I'm just saying, that's what it was. But for the most part, it's like that's all you doing. You're literally trying to do your job. Most police officers, that's what they literally tried to do. What did he pull him over for initially? He pulled him over for not having daytime running lamps during inclement weather, which is all fair love and war. He says, with your psychology, you shouldn't be qualified for the force. Well, I was, Jack Johnson. I should come up there and be the police so I can bully your punk ass. That's what the fuck I really should do. I'm going to leave my life here in America. I'm going to leave my life and I'm going to come up there to Canada. I'm going to come up there and I'm going to police your ass. How about that? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, Jack. So you better get your shit together. I'm going to be waiting outside your fucking house so I can pull you over and I'm going to bully the shit out of you. That's what I'm going to do because I will be qualified, Jack I'm gonna make them believe me and believe in me just so I can come and bully you. This motherfucker's crazy, man. He said he better have a weed license or he not get nothing. Oh, yeah, that's right, because he did have the marijuana on him, too. Yep, and in Florida, and I asked that question. I think me and my brother was talking about this earlier. Is weed legal in Florida? I don't know. Can somebody tell me that? I don't know if weed is legal or not in Florida. Let's see what else. Assholes everywhere. Exactly. He said you should watch interviews with his stepdad. See, there it is. Total victim mentality. Yep. My man Blexit, the community. He says Florida are tough on crime, but black people don't believe in the law that applies to them the same way it applies to the rest of America. Very true, bro. Very true. Yeah, I don't know if that shit is legal or not there. Let me see. Damn, I missed a lot of comments. Niggas saying fuck Canada. It's fuck Canada. Like what's that dude? Tim Dog. Fuck Compton. Tim Dog is my name, but don't sleep. I got violence to keep the peace. Y'all don't know nothing about no Tim Dog. One of your own exposed all your crookedness. You don't know nothing about us or our own. He said, but you just like to beat people who don't fight back. Nah, I like to beat people who don't fucking listen. Just like your mama would beat your ass when you don't listen. Your daddy will whoop your ass when you don't listen. I want to whoop motherfuckers' asses who don't listen. You don't listen, you get your ass whooped. I tell you to go do something and you respond with a huh. If you can hear. Whoop his ass. That's all I'm saying. Good luck, buddy. I'm Jamaicans. Your past means nothing to me. Irie, what a guan. You Jamaican Canada? Me don't believe it, man. No way, man. Oh, man. These motherfuckers is crazy. That's right. America first. All right, look. I'm going to go ahead and I think I got, let me see if I can do this. I think I can. Let's do this. So let's do that. I'm going to go here and do this. And yep, I do got it.
Quiet of him.
Check this shit out.
This morning, the man in a viral Jacksonville Sheriff's Office arrest video is now speaking out for the first time. Good morning, I'm Bethany Reese. William McNeil Jr. and his attorneys are now at a local church in Ribault. Let's listen in.
Drop no spending license. That entire stop was not just pretextual, racially motivated. It was unlawful. And everything that stemmed from that stop was unlawful. What we're not going to do this morning is get in the back and forth between the leaders of Jacksonville. What we're going to do, we're going to focus on the facts. And everybody saw the video. You can release all the body cameras you want.
Why wouldn't I release the body camera footage? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. But I want y'all to watch how these niggas, I haven't seen this. I just saw what it was and I saved it. I promise you these niggas are gonna lie. I know this. So let's just see.
But the body camera, the cell phone footage was unedited. It's a reality. You could talk about a knife bit in the car, but it was not a weapon because he did not weaponize it. He stayed calm.
Hey, now I'm gonna give them credit for that. That's very true. Very true. That knife on the floorboard meant fucking nothing. Until that knife got in their hand, not in their hands. Until that knife got in his hands, or if that knife was on his person, that knife is of no threat and of no consequence. And in my opinion, it means jack shit. Jack, you hear that, Jack Johnson? You Jamaican Jack Johnson motherfucker. Matter of fact, how many fucking Jack Johnsons in Jamaica? You a fucking fraud, Jack Johnson. You ain't from no Jamaica. Your motherfucking ass supposed to be Dexter or some shit like that. You ain't no goddamn Jamaican lying motherfucker, you. Yeah. But anyway, getting back to my point, that knife meant nothing being on the floor. Nothing at all. The police officer never said it was in his hand. The police officer never had to tell him to drop it. None of that. None of that at all. So that meant nothing. Point you saw it or whatever, it was there, fine. He had a weapon. That's just like if I had a fucking machete on the back seat. Don't mean a goddamn thing. Doo-wop, doo-wop, doo-wop. Don't mean a thing unless I got that motherfucker in my hand. then there's a problem. I got it on my person and I need to be disarmed, then there's a problem. Other than that, that don't mean jack shit.
The only weapon that day was a Jacksonville sheriff office. The nation saw it. Everybody saw it. And we are here for redress and get justice for the McNeil family.
Amen.
Nothing more, nothing less.
Nothing more, nothing less. Okay?
William have a long road to recovery to go. I'm not going to get...
My boy Easy was mad at this shit. Shout out to my brother Easy. He said, what the fuck is a long road to recovery from getting hit in your mouth? My nigga said, what? How the fuck is that a long road to recovery? Motherfuckers get hit in their mouth all the time, man. Nigga catch what we call in Chicago a mouth shot. You in the folks meeting and you cuss. You ain't supposed to cuss in the folks meeting. You get a mouth shot. Bam. Don't cuss no more. It don't take you no long road to recovery to recover from that. You get popped in your shit and you keep it moving. Recovery time for a mouth shot is anywhere from 2 to 7 minutes. Pack. 2 to 7 minutes for a mouth shot. You back on your goddamn feet. Other than that, that's just, I don't want to hear shit else. And that police officer, he gave a real shitty mouth shot. So no.
In his injuries, you see pictures and things online.
See, now here go Jack Johnson talking about Jack Johnson was a famous black boxer. Yeah, he was an American boxer, you motherfucker. He wasn't Jamaican or Canadian. So you need to change your name. Don't be stealing our American boxers' names for your own fucking identity on the internet. You motherfucker. That's your problem. You get you a Jamaican boxer name. Who's a Jamaican boxer? Let's see. I don't find out what your name really should be. Let's go to Chat GPT and let's find out Jamaican boxing champion. Let's see who the fuck that is. Searching for the web to see. You got Jack Johnson up there. We people refer to the Jamaican boxing champion. The figure who often comes to mind is Mike the Body Snatcher McCullen, Jamaica's first ever world boxing champion. So you need to change your name to the Body Snatcher or Mike McCollum. That's your goddamn name. Get that goddamn Jack Johnson off of your profile right the fuck now. You don't get to use no American name while you shitting on America. Jack Johnson was an American hero and a strong black brother who was able to master the art of dating and loving on white women. So I'm not going to let you disgrace his name with your Jamaican Canadian ass. Change your goddamn name. That's what the fuck we going to do around here. We all about justice, just like this motherfucker talking about. So Jack Johnson, change your goddamn name to what's his name again? Mike McCollum. McCallum. Change your goddamn name. Using Jack Johnson. He's an American goddamn hero and a black American. He wasn't no fucking Jamaican. He was as black as night and was a beautiful fucking boxer. You change your goddamn name, you Jamaican, Canadian, Jamaican, Canadian. I gotta find some kind of way to mix that shit. That shit out of here. Motherfucker. Back to the show.
But William attended Livingston College, band scholarship. His president is here today. So this narrative, they always have this narrative being,
what the fuck does that mean?
He was a thug. Right. He was.
I was just about to say, why are they saying that? I don't think this nigga's a thug. That nigga ain't no thug. He's a fucking regular dude, regular kid. I do think that he has been misled to some degree and is just the reality of life. He's been failed in that kind of regard, but I don't think that this motherfucker's a thug. He ain't no thug ass nigga. No. And even I believe he has a record to where he resisted arrest before. Just because you resist arrest don't mean you a fucking thug or some hardened criminal. You ain't the next fucking King Von riding around in no car. Ain't nobody said nothing about this dude being no thug.
He was a criminal. Yeah. That's the narrative.
Yes, sir.
But William was doing William was doing everything right. Everything. A college student.
I told you these niggas is gonna lie. So the fact that he in college, what the fuck does that have to do with him driving on a suspended license? You tell me. I'll wait. I'm a college student and I'm doing everything right and my license is suspended? What are you talking about, bro? What are we talking about? Niggas love to get on TV. Well, no, not just TV. Let me correct myself. Niggas just love to lie. Period. There is a love that niggas have for not telling the truth, and I don't understand where that shit comes from, but you can literally explain a fucking fact. You could give niggas numbers. You could show niggas statistical data, and niggas will find a way to lie. And I don't know why that is, but that's what niggas love to do. They just love to fucking lie. Why is that? He did everything right. Are you fucking serious? Come on, man.
On scholarship.
On scholarship.
Doing what's required of him.
Doing what's required of him.
To be a better person.
To the police.
And all he did
was not listening to the police.
Was exercise his fundamental rights.
What's fundamental rights?
His God-given rights.
What's God-given rights?
To answer simple questions.
Come on now, preacher.
Why are you stopping me?
Come on, preacher.
For not having headlights on during the day.
Come on now, Mr.
Did y'all
preacher.
see the video where the officers came with no headlights on?
Yeah.
No windshield wiping. No smoke.
Yeah.
No fog.
Hallelujah.
No rain.
Glory.
So anybody would be confused. Why are you stopping?
Why would somebody be doing this stupid shit? You can clearly see that it's not even about this dude saying his rights get violated. He did this or he did that. It's just simple saying, hey, man, if you would have complied, this shit would have been over, bro. This shit would have been done. But you insist on doing shit what? The way to try to scheme and scam to get a fucking lawsuit. That's all it is. That's all this shit is. And the preacher's right there along with it because the preacher's like, yep, come on, get this lawsuit so we can get the church, get their piece. I can get better yet, damn the church, I can get my piece, Big Crump get his piece, and we can all get a piece of this.
You stopping me. Yes. And he exercised their right to answer that question, and they bullied him, intimidated him, broke his window, and beat him.
Bullied, intimidated, broke his window. They broke his window. They definitely broke that ragged ass window. Yeah, that's what happened when you don't comply with the police. You get your window broke.
Cause permanent injuries. No, I'm gonna step aside. We got a lot of folks up here to get a chance to speak. Here, we'll come back for a Q&A. But we'll have a limited Q&A with William. His parents is here. Solomon, Latoya, and his stepfather Alton is here as well.
Is this nigga crying now?
Next, I'm gonna bring up my good friend, my colleague.
Is this nigga crying? That's all I'm asking. Is this nigga now crying? Are you serious?
Permanent injuries. No, I'm gonna step aside. We got a lot of folks up here to get a chance to speak. Here, we'll come back for a Q&A. But we'll have a limited Q&A with William. His parents is here. Solomon, Latoya, and his stepfather Alton is here as well.
If this ain't a fucking grift, I don't know what is. I don't know what the fuck is. Seriously? This nigga didn't even cry in the car. Now he crying now? Man, go ahead on, man. These motherfuckers crazy.
Wearing the red. Next, I'm gonna bring up my good friend, my colleague. We home in Florida, so I had to bring him home. Man.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at the. Let me tell you something, man. When you just talking about niggas that's getting that bag, you gotta put Big Cup at the top of the list, baby.
Come on.
Look at him.
Thank you so very much, Attorney Harry Daniels. I'm honored to co-counsel with you and Attorney Keith. And,
do you see this,
all
dude?
These great lawyers, Attorney Jackson and Attorney Robinson, because this is a very, very important case.
It's now important. The most important case
As Attorney Daniels said, when William was stopped, there was no rhyme or reason, no rationale for them stopping him. I mean, this was a classic case of driving while black.
There it is. Classic case.
And I applaud William McNeil for keeping his demeanor, his calmness. I mean, Attorney Daniels, I thought the trained police officers were supposed to be the ones to de-escalate the matter. Yes,
he is correct. And that's why I said that dude that punched him in the face was dead ass wrong. Dead ass wrong. However, the fact that you not acknowledging that this dude was not being compliant for a simple traffic stop, it is stupid. Period. It's stupid. And if you're gonna bank on the fact that the police gotta do the right thing and be perfect every single time, then fine. But when it don't happen and you get your lip busted or you get your tooth chipped, you gotta charge it to the game, and that's just what it is. But the only problem that I have with that is what happens when it does go way left and something else does get mistaken or something else does happen and it winds up going to the extreme and somebody gets shot, somebody dies. What happens then? Is it really worth it going through this, antagonizing, being uncooperative, and just causing a problem trying to hold court in a fucking car over a simple traffic stop that you're going to do this? Why? It makes no sense because when it goes bad, it goes really bad. It goes really bad. And then now you're sitting here in a situation where you try, he had to die. My baby dead. Okay, well, why not teach your baby to just say, hey, man, do what the police tell you to do. And if they do something wrong, we'll take care of it afterwards. I'll address it. I'll handle it. That's it. We'll take care of it in court. We'll file a complaint. But when the police got you pulled over, do what they ask you to do.
They were the ones escalating the matter while this young man represented the best of us. He kept calm. He was trying to de-escalate the matter. He just kept asking simply, why are you stopping me?
And they simply told him time and time again.
Think about that. I understand the sheriff said anti-police. No. It's not anti-police when an American citizen asks, why are you stopping me? That is an American citizen exercising his constitutional rights. That's what William...
And that's fine. And they told him on several occasions, why is this a point of contention? The whole problem with this is that he would not step out of the vehicle. He was told on multiple occasions why he was stopped. But the reason why they have to bring that up, they have to over-exaggerate and inflate every other aspect of this, aside from that punch, because that punch ain't really much to stand on. So they got to make this whole stop bogus. That's just them from a defense attorney standpoint. They got to make the whole entire stop bogus. Every little thing that the officer did has to be wrong because they have to make it seem like it was just the worst traffic stop ever. That's why they're doing that.
He was exercising his constitutional rights. And Attorney Daniels and I seek to remind America that we are a democracy, that we
are not. We are a republic, sir. And this is a grown-ass, rich-ass attorney, and he don't know that. We're not a democracy. We are a republic. It says it in the Pledge of Allegiance, and to the republic for which it stands. I don't know why niggas do this stupid type of shit. And this is a so-called educated, influential black man. And his ass is sitting there talking about, we are in a democracy. A democracy that we have to remind America of. Like, bro, we're not. We're a republic. But it is what it is.
Believe in the Constitution and that all American citizens have a right to the protections of the Constitution. That this is not a police state where the police are above the law and that they have no accountability.
Brian,
no,
really
the last time
JB says, Brian, can you really see the color of a person before you pull them over? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yes, you can, JB. And let me say this and just being truly transparent and honest. You can see the color. You can see if they're black, white, male, or female for the most part. And before you pull them over, you absolutely the fuck can. And you should know that. And you should pull motherfuckers over based on not stereotypical, but just based on basic profiling. If I see a young black dude in the fucking hood driving a $100,000 vehicle, I am not going to assume that this person's an attorney. I'm not gonna do that. If I see a young dude driving if I see a dude that looks like he's 19, 20 years old driving a fucking Maybach Benz or driving a Mercedes G-Wagon 63 AMG, I am not going to assume that he worked hard for it in the fucking hood. It's just like, remember in motherfuckers, just like motherfuckers would see one of the biggest drug dealers in the motherfucking city, Twin. Motherfuckers will see Twin driving around in a green Bentley in the fucking neighbor in the hood. Like, what the fuck do you think this dude is doing? Like, come on. You know what it is. I would be naive to think that this person, oh, well, that's just an upstanding citizen driving a $300,000 car in the neighborhood. No, that's a fucking dope dealer. And until you prove me otherwise, that's what I'm going to think. Why? Because the odds are in the favor of this person being a dope dealer than this person being a fucking real estate mogul. Driving around in the fucking hood. No way. Got a fucking Bentley with rims on the motherfucker. Nope. And that's just what, and just as far as just being, the fucking FBI profiles people. Like, come on, dude. That's what it is. You look and you see things, and you, based on the totality of the circumstances and the information you have in the moment, you have to make a decision on what you perceive this to be. Period. You can't, well, I'm going to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. He could just be a young black kid. Nope. Because that's when that little nigga get out with the switch and light your ass up, and you don't go home. He pull out the Glock with the switch with the motherfucking 100-round magazine on it and shoot your ass up because you thinking he's a good kid with a scholarship and he was in the band. When you thinking that way, that's when you fuck around and you find out and you don't get to go home.
Time I checked, America is still a democracy and our citizens still have a right to the Constitution.
Look at them 75 people they got in their class.
It goes without saying that the leaders now have to step up and be leaders. Look at that video.
I just thought about something. I would love to know what is Ben Crump's percentage of lawsuits that he has been on, or been a part of, been either lead counsel or co-counsel in, and he actually has won. I would love to know that. I really would like to know that. I'm gonna have to try to look that up just to see what that percentage is.
Look at that video with your own eyes. Listen with your own ears. We have
what up, Easy?
Audio, visual evidence, proof of what happened. Nobody has to narrate it for us.
Okay.
To the sheriff, respectfully, you can't justify this. You can't condone this.
And here's the thing, though. What is it that he's justifying? He didn't just, all he's explaining to you is, hey man, this shit happened back in what, February? And now y'all just now releasing this shit? Okay, fine. Let's release all of it. Don't just release your part. Let's release the whole thing. And here's the other piece to it. He was resisting. So yes, if you want justice, justice is, hey man, he stole on me and he didn't have to. Okay, fine. We will reprimand that police officer for doing that and pay for your medical bills. That's it. All that other shit, he did that. All that stupid shit he was doing was his fault. That ain't had nothing to do. That's not bad policing and the sheriff got to retrain their officers and that's all bullshit, man. He incited all of this shit. He escalated this situation way beyond what it had to go just because this motherfucker was trying to get a check. Like Gangstar trying to get a rep, this motherfucker's just trying to get a check. That's it, and that's all. And had he just complied with the police, he would have either gotten a ticket or warning and been on his way. But no, he wouldn't have. You know why? He wouldn't have been on his way because the motherfucker had a suspended license. So that means you can't drive this car. That means your ass driving a car on suspended license, you got to go. That's it. And that's why he did all this stupid shit. Sitting up there with that fat lip. He earned every inch of swelling in that lip. That's exactly what he did.
Condemn this. You have to look at that video and say, this does not reflect our training, our policies, or our values.
I'm gonna stop and give my sister Kay, all the way from the west side of Chicago. I want to say hi to her, even though I don't like how she be moving sometimes, but she's still my sister and I love her.
And you need to terminate that officer immediately.
He can terminate him. Immediately. He wants to be terminated. You want to terminate this dude for stealing on a motherfucker who's resisting arrest? In the words of just your average ghetto motherfucker, where did he do that at? I get fired for swinging on somebody, for stealing on somebody, for resisting arrest? I need to be terminated. Are you fucking serious? That shit it's so fucking asinine and disingenuous to say that. That's just like if you a fucking waiter and you bring me the wrong food or you write down my order incorrectly, you get fired? Fuck going to make my order again. Get your shit and get the fuck out of my restaurant. Well, so we can just remake it. Nah, fuck that. He needs to be fired. Are you serious? Like, come on, man. Why are we this extreme when it comes to the police? Fired? Hey, man, I told you to make sure this door you hung swings out to the left, not to the right. Motherfucker, you fired. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Well, I could just switch the screws and put the hinges on this side. No, fuck that. You fired. God damn. Why is it such an extreme for something like that? You did something wrong. Okay, ain't nobody dead. Nobody lost their life. I gotta get fired. I gotta lose my pension. I can't feed my family. All because your ass was driving on a suspended license and didn't want to give me your name, your registration, or nothing. And then your ass was the one that resisted arrest when I had to place you under arrest because you wouldn't comply. And then I swung on you when I shouldn't have. And I gotta lose my fucking job. Man, you lost your goddamn mind. You lost your damn mind. I'm a fucking nurse, and I give your ass some goddamn some Tylenol PM instead of some Tylenol 3. Fire that motherfucker. That motherfucker got to go. Goddamn, man. It's just Tylenol PM. This make you a little sleepy. Let me get you the codeine, sir. Hold on. It's like that shit is crazy, man. People make mistakes. We are all human. You cannot have do you realize there's fucking doctors that have motherfucking made major mistakes and they don't get fired? Motherfucking doctor say, hey man, you supposed to amputate my left foot, man. They cut off my right. But damn, maybe we should start marking X's on that shit from now on. Why you think that happened? Because a motherfucker cut the wrong shit off one day. Motherfucking doctors left motherfucking sponges inside motherfuckers. Do they get fired? No, they don't. It's like that shit is wild as hell, man. This dude stole on this dude when he shouldn't have, granted. But now this motherfucker can't make a living. No, nigga. Your shit. Pack your shit. Cancel this bitch. I'll buy me another. This Nino Brown in this motherfucker, man.
Because as Attorney Daniels and I deliberated over this matter, if you don't terminate this officer and you condone this type of police excessive force, then it sends a message to all of the other police officers on the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office team. It tells them it is okay for you to treat citizens like this. It is okay to treat black motorists like this. In America, it is not okay. It is not okay to treat our citizens like this. I know you're going to hear from his mother and father before you hear from William, but Attorney Daniels and I were astonished to hear his father, Alton Solomon, say, when I was...
Y'all heard that nigga name, right? Alton Solomon. That mean that ain't his biological daddy.
22 years old, the sheriff's department did a similar thing to me.
Oh, here we go. So now they about to make up some shit. Well, 40 years ago, the same thing happened to me. Man, I can't with these niggas. I swear to God, that's that Oprah Winfrey shit. Y'all remember when Oprah used to say everything that happened to a motherfucker on her show, it happened to her too? Motherfucker be on their show, Oprah, I was raped at 4. I was raped at 3. Really, bitch? Motherfucker get on Oprah, yeah, I used to get bullied in school. I was bullied too. It's like now all this shit done happened to all y'all just because this one incident has occurred. Okay.
They put me face down on the ground at gunpoint. And it wasn't right then, Mr. Solomon, right, and it wasn't right when they did it to William.
That's right.
It's never right to treat citizens like this. America, we're better than this. We're at a crossroads.
Exactly.
We are a democracy. We believe in the Constitution.
Shut your ass up. But the point is this. Like what Easy said, let me get this straight. It's okay for people not to follow police commands. That's exactly what they're saying. It's my constitutional right to not follow police commands. No, it's not. And that's what these niggas are literally trying to say. Every time they come up here, especially Ben Crump ass, every time he get up here and he speaks, everything he talks about, he never talks from an accountability standpoint. He ain't supposed to because he's the fucking attorney for the defense. But I'm just saying, they always do this. They try to make it seem like what the police officers were doing and how the police officers were carrying themselves don't mean shit. You just supposed to be nice and let the people that you pulling over dictate what you can and can't do. That's all they're saying. It's just ridiculous.
We are not a police state where the police can do anything they want to citizens without any...
Some college. Hold up real quick. Attorney Gerald Griggs, Gerald Griggs, and I am a civil rights attorney in Atlanta.
There we go.
When I saw the video of what happened to Mr. McNeil, I was aghast. It was horrific for somebody who was simply exercising their Fourth Amendment rights to ask for a supervisor as to why he was being pulled over, and to see the video on.
So you ask why you're getting pulled over, which means you don't know why. You get told on several occasions. That don't matter. Let's keep
multiple angles of him not resisting, his hands up, and for him to be punched in his face after breaking the glass, ripped out onto the floor, onto the ground, and then beaten is atrocious anywhere in America. But Florida has a police brutality problem. It's had a police brutality problem for a long time.
Yeah, you one thing Florida don't got. They don't have a motherfucking high-ass crime problem. They ain't got people shitting in the streets. They don't have that problem.
Whatever, man. And so as a native of the state of Georgia, whose mother is from Jacksonville.
Jason Key, I would like to say a couple of things. We're not going to take a lot of your time. First of all, I'm blessed and honored to be here to assist Mr. Daniels, Mr. Crump, Mr. Greggs, Mr. Covington. I'm out of Greensboro, North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina. And we flew in because this case is important. It represents everything we stand for.
Man,
I've stood toe-to-toe with Mr. Daniels and Mr. Crump and these matters. And we just don't want them to be any more matters like this. We won't change.
Let me see if this
to let them know that all the HBCU family stands with them. So we're going to hear from this group.
Oh, Robin ass HBCUs are up here now. Man, this is ridiculous, dude, that they go through all of this. But whatever, man. I get it. Y'all trying to get that bag. Remember, Easy said, while the officer shouldn't have decked him like that, he shouldn't have decked him. He shouldn't have hit him like that. I get it. He says, tired of people doing what they want to do. Yes, exactly. Tired of people doing what they want to do. This wasn't a racist thing. This was I'm tired of telling this motherfucker what to do. Exactly. 1000%. This nigga got motherfuckers from HBCU standing up here like, boy, go ahead on. All right, let's see if this is the mama. Yeah, I think this might be the mama.
Hello.
We come over.
Guarantee you, I'm betting $20 there's a fake cry coming.
Know that they go home. At minimum, the sheriff who assaulted Will needs to go home.
Yes,
We come over.
Hello, I'm Latoya Solomon. I'm Williams McNeil's mother. He's my firstborn. He's also my only son. I have 4 children. He is the only boy. I have 3 girls. The day I seen that video, I couldn't finish it past the window breaking.
Y'all see that? Come on closer. They planned it up. I can't be mad at her for that because that's a lawsuit thing. Good stuff. Crump.
It wasn't until maybe a few months ago I finally finished the whole video. But I'm thankful to God for protecting him because I know what the outcome should have been. But I believe in faith in God. It's what protected my only son. And I thank God for that.
Morning.
Good morning.
I'm Alton Solomon, the father, stepfather, but I can't call him my stepson because this is my son.
Yes, sir.
I've been through what he's been through. To see that video made me go back to the moment when I was 22. It hurted.
It hurted. Man, I can't. There's just a good portion of us that's just done for. But let's I'm gonna hear what he's gonna say, then we're gonna wrap it up, man.
It made me upset. But I seen what my son did that I had to do. And he sat right. And he did right.
Boy, this big nigga, he the one that cried. All right.
It's a hurt.
This nigga said Biz Marquis, you bogus.
To be a father that loved God first. And to see all my kids not being able to wake up in the morning and get a phone call saying your child.
So if this is such a God-fearing, God-loving family, what happened to the part of obey thy mother and father? Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. What happened? What is all the law? The Bible is full of law and order. And I know none of y'all had none of that. Man, come on in now.
I was gone. That's a hurting feeling, but I thank God.
Yes.
Because God got him.
Yeah. Right.
Y'all keep us in prayer.
Keep us in prayer. And they clapping. We got you.
We're just gonna make a few remarks before we go to Q&A. And keep this family in prayer because as his mother and father both said, they knew he could have been the next hashtag. It could have been a different result had he not kept his demeanor.
First of all, I want to thank God for bringing everybody here together, and thank y'all for supporting. That day, I just really wanted to know, why I was getting pulled over and why I needed to step out the car when I knew I didn't do nothing wrong.
I didn't do nothing.
I was really just scared. And that's it.
So y'all said, so this nigga is now saying he was scared? Really? When he just sat there like this once they broke the window? When they said he put his hands up? He's saying now he was scared? Man, I can't. These niggas, man, all right, man. Okay.
Okay, and that's enough. Right?
That's enough. Yes, it is. That is enough. That is enough. You can clearly see in the video that this dude showed no sign of fear. He was all, call your supervisor. What you pulling me over for? I didn't do nothing. Call your supervisor. What you pull me over for? I didn't do nothing. Till now, I was scared. I know, Lord knows it could have been worse. He couldn't have not made it home. Lord knows he could have just took his ticket and just went home, or he could have just gotten arrested for what? Having a suspended license. And if you that scared and if you that traumatized by the police, you don't need to drive and you don't need to go out in the world. Plain and simple. I'm so sick of motherfuckers saying how scared they are of the police, but be the main ones talking shit to the police. That makes no sense. And ain't nobody saying shit about, hey man, why are you driving on a suspended license if you're so afraid of the police? Why are you doing that? What is the purpose of you doing that? If you're so afraid of the police, you would think this would be one of the most compliant motherfuckers on planet Terra. It is what it is, man. It really is what it is. It's not even no point in going any further. It's like I get, and all I can say is this, and just with this video and all this stuff, they gonna do what they gonna do just because they want to build their case, and that's fine because that's what you're supposed to do. You're the defense, and you trying to get that bag. I get it, but it's like my thing is just that I don't like the fact, like I said earlier, I don't like the fact that people play these kinds of games when your life is on the line. And that's just what it is. You want to play around and fuck around and do all this stupid shit when you really don't know what you're doing. You're just being defiant. And then when shit goes left, then now it's, oh, I wish it wouldn't have happened. Oh, it should have never happened. Well, how about this? How about you just do what you're asked to do, and then everybody will get to go home? That's it. Because the time that you can, and I know there's somebody watching this now that's saying, yeah, but that shit don't always happen. Everybody don't always get to go home. You right. And the time that you want to count and bring up the fact that how many times people don't go home, which is less than 1%, you got 20 other million fucking police calls and police stops that occur throughout the year to where everybody do get to go home. And that's just the reality of it. So it's just one of those things to where I just wish people would just understand, hey man, just do two things. Comply and stop holding court in the street. You got a problem with an officer, you got a problem with a stop, you got a problem with a police interaction. There is a place to do that and a way to do that. Take your ass to the courthouse, take your ass down to your politician's office, and you go and handle it through there instead of trying to hold court in the street. Because you never will ever win that battle. Because there is no court in the street. So stop trying to hold it. That's all I'm saying. Y'all want us to come home. Y'all want this to stop. Like Ben Crump was talking about, this is the Republic. Y'all want all this shit to be over with. Y'all want these interactions to stop going down like they going down. Fine. Do those two things. And I promise you, this shit will stop. Stop holding court in the street and comply with the police commands. Period. It's just that simple. So I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Thank you all. Please click that like button. Please click the share button. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate everybody that stopped through all of the comments. I love you guys. Thank you all so much. Until next time, peace, and I'm out. Love y'all. Later.